Hey everybody, welcome to this behind the scenes process video for Django's Castle. This is for all tier levels as a celebration, of course, to the life and music of Django Reinhardt. I'm going to kind of just walk you a few things of what I'm thinking behind this beautiful song, Django's Castle. Let's get started. This is such a beautiful song. I've been playing this for many years, kind of on and off, however. So as I revisit it, however, I'm kind of discovering some new things, so I'll share that with you. First of all, it starts off as a 5-1, kind of similar to the motif from Stompin' at the Savoy. Usually it's done like this. Of course, we're in the key of D. So, maybe that was his inspiration, I'm not sure, but 5-1. However, what's really beautiful about this, and the melody, of course, very simple and plaintive, but what's beautiful about this opening, especially if you're doing it as a chord melody, put the B flat in the bass. And I notated that on the chart because that's what most people do, most bass players, especially if you know the song. You want to put that flat 9 in the bass. So here's A13, but I'm playing it as an A13 with a B flat in the bass, a flat 9. Here's what it sounds like up high. Beautiful chord. So striking when you hear it like that. That's A13 with the flat 9. But again, the bass is usually playing that note, and the guitar player, of course, you'd go like this: 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. So already right now I'm demonstrating a few of my favorite chord voicings. A13 with a flat 9 in the bass. And yes, it kind of looks like that Purple Haze chord that you all know. Okay, but we want this B flat in the bass, not E flat, but it's the same shape. And then a D6-9. Again, I mentioned in my post on Patreon, I like a lot of 6-9 voicings for this song. But you could do major 7. Okay, you could do major 9. you can kind of choose, mix and match. So oftentimes on my chart, and in charts in general, it might just say D. And that means D major 7, D6, D6-9. You choose D major add 9. The possibilities of chord substitution and interpretation. That's all just D major stuff. When you're improvising, I'm just thinking just D major, okay? And then it goes. Basically, it's just D9, but the 2 you can put in front of it, which I did on my chart, to pull us to the 4 chord. The 4 chord being G. In this case, I'm doing G6. Very similar to this. So now we're at the 4 chord. And you're thinking G major stuff. G major 7, G6-9. Again, I'll have more specific materials for you all in the full mega lesson. To the 1 chord. Again, a lot of space. Nice little beautiful phrase I wrote here on my chart. Very straightforward, but when I'm actually really playing it, I like to add a lot of slurs and slides. Beautiful, just, and that's a 2-5 arrangement. I go down to half step 2-5. I'm not going to get into specifics right now. And by the way, this 5 is a flat 9. I often am thinking G minor, G melodic minor to be specific, for my fills in my soloing. I'm adding a 9 here because I love to add 9s. Add some chromatic cliches. this time, I think at the beginning of the video, I like that whole tone flavor for the 2 dominant chord. And then it goes to the F minor 7, B flat 7, kind of some tritone sub, B flat C, and then the real 2 to 5. And I'm using some fancy chords here, E minor 9, 7 flat 9 with a 13, which is just this chord again, which is just this chord. So it's kind of nice to have it up high. And then the minor 4, sharp 4 dim, kind of bluesy, and then D6 9 to end it. And of course you could do that here. So that was G minor, G sharp dim, the sharp 4, and then the 1. It's a nice little ending. So the Django challenge started off more as a challenge for me and, my patrons here, you all, to learn his music, and many of the songs I already knew, and I've been posting. Of course, I actually know quite a few Django songs, but I'm actually choosing some that I don't play that often, or that I've never played, and I want to make sure I learn them and kind of really dissect them and get into it in a month. That I'm getting into some process video lessons and some behind the scenes, some soloing ideas, chord melody. I really try to make it what I call a mega lesson. And that's what the Django Challenge series is all about. If you're new to Patreon and wondering, what's this Django Challenge? It's basically me covering the music of Django Reinhardt. And eventually I'll have all of his songs on here. And it'll be a nice library for folks to check out. And they can pick and choose what Django songs they want to learn. And of course, many of these are my own arrangements, so they're kind of filtered through me. But of course, the compositions are still Django. So hey, thanks for joining me today on this behind the scenes process video. We'll see you all next time.